Yo, what's going down, Green Screen Entertainment fans? Your homie Jay Green back right now, and I'm finna give you my thoughts, my feelings on the brand new movie that just hit theaters called She Said. Now, this movie was directed by Maria Schrader. It stars Carey Mulligan and Zoe Kazan. Now, for all of y'all out there who have no idea what She Said is all about, we're basically following Megan Twohey and Jodi Kantor. Now, these are two New York Times reporters who broke one of the biggest scandals in all of Hollywood. And you know I'm talking about that nasty-ass Harvey Weinstein shit. Now, it seems like every time I'm turning on Netflix or Hulu, I seem to be catching some brand new documentary or a crime drama on just how sick and twisted humans can be from time to time. This movie, She Said, pretty much falls right in line with all of that. The only difference is it's not only focusing on Harvey Weinstein. If you really look past all the smoke, it's kind of focusing more so on the industry. We're talking about lawyers, executives, assistants, everyone! People like this in Hollywood that allowed this ish to go on for so damn long. And that's what's actually so disturbing. Not just that man and all the sick, twisted shit he was doing and how he was tormenting and affecting people's lives, but the people that enabled him to do it. Movies that came out before, like Bombshell and Spotlight, also showcase this type of situation where people around the actual evildoers, if you will, enable them to keep these things going throughout time. And that's really the most unsettling thing about these types of stories. Now, to keep it 100, the thing that got me into the theater to see this movie wasn't just because the marketing was hella fly, the trailers were sinister as F. It wasn't because I'm a huge fan of Carey Mulligan, she fly, but that wasn't it. It's really because of the fact that we're living in a time right now where Harvey Weinstein is in court, getting sentenced to hella years, and we got a movie coming out that's going to give us all this information and all this backstory to how this entire movement jumped off. And that's hella intriguing to your homie right here. Now, the issue is this movie doesn't really do enough for me personally to pull away from the pack from the films that came before it. This movie doesn't have a big moment of conflict. There are moments in the film where they're talking to Harvey Weinstein directly on the phone. He even comes down to New York Times to speak to the reporters, but we don't really get to see him. Now, I kind of understand why they wouldn't show an actor playing Harvey Weinstein. There's a movie called Wind River. There's a real sick, twisted dude in that film. And every time I see that guy in another film, I only think of this fool that he played in Wind River. So this guy's kind of typecast in my mind forever. So whoever plays Harvey Weinstein is probably going to get typecast in someone's mind forever. And it's going to make it a hard time for them to move on in their career. So I get why maybe they didn't want to show an actor playing Harvey Weinstein. Cool. But like I say, now it's just kind of falling in line with all the other films that came before it, where you're just giving me information and exposition, and then when you end the film, you give me, well, here's what happened after that. So it doesn't feel as impactful. It doesn't feel like I'm going to really remember it a few days from now, especially given the fact that I've already had almost information overload hearing about this case constantly in the news. Now I'm watching the movie and just putting the pieces together. So with all that said, if I'm not giving it like a stellar review, just saying it's pretty good and I kind of already knew what was jumping off, and by watching the film I'm only putting the pieces together, who do I think this movie is for? I definitely think that this movie is for someone who doesn't know everything that's jumping off with Harvey Weinstein, someone who's not really paying attention. If you go to the theater to see this movie, not only are you going to be supporting a film like this that's going to help other people maybe one day come forward with their stories and add closure to their life, but at the same time, this is brand new to you. So you're going to see an entertaining film, a movie that's giving you information, backstory, dialogue that helps you understand someone else's point of view that you might not ever have thought of before. And also, it's a beautiful movie to look at. The cinematography is great. The acting is on point. So for those reasons, if you're that type of person who has no idea what's really jumping off with Harvey Weinstein and all that heinous stuff that he was doing, go see this movie, check it out, support it, right? But if you're someone like myself, you're probably not going to get that much out of it, and it might be kind of forgettable to you. Now, with all that said, I hope I gave y'all some insight, some knowledge into what this movie is all about. Whether you go and see it or not, comment, let me know what you think about this review. If you do see it, let me know what you thought about that film. Do your homie a huge ass favor. Like, subscribe, you know it helps me out, and I love y'all for it. Your homie Jay Green, I'm out, baby.